What's your trick on that?
Way to go, Suzanne.
I had scripted her. Thank you so much, my lovely assistant.
Levitator. Levitator.
Make her disappear. Do us a favor.
Chopper in two.
I feel really bad. I mean, because you're seeing people that are sharing with you their talents, and this is just my job. Aren't you glad I wasn't a dentist? Well, yeah. So I'm never nervous except when I perform in front of friends. I was telling this to Chris earlier, and he said, you'll be fine. So I'm not the only one that does magic. There's actually somebody in this audience that has this ability, and they don't even, or they're not aware that they have this capability. And so there's a young lady right here in Turquoise. She's brand new to our church. Would you like to help out? Sure, give her a big hand. Stand right here. Tell me your name again. Of course it is. Aaron, thank you so much. I was just doing that for those, because there's a lot of people that don't know your name yet. Aaron, what is your favorite color in the whole wide world? Turquoise. We'll use blue tonight, Aaron. Aaron, what I want you to do is take this piece of blue tissue paper, put your fingertips in the center just like that, and I want you to tear it in half, just like I did, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Good job. Aaron, I want you to put the 2 halves together. I want you to put your fingertips again and tear it in half one more time so that you have 4 equal pieces.
Yeah.
4 semi-equal pieces. I would like for you to hold out the palm of your hand, just like that. Do you have a clean one? Just kidding. Little Chick-fil-A never hurt anybody. All right, put your other hand on top. Squeeze it tight like a pancake, really tight, flat. Yeah, okay. Now, squeeze it really tight. Now, Aaron, I want you to squeeze tighter than you've ever squeezed in your entire life. And if you will do that, magic will happen right between your hands. But Aaron, don't squeeze too tight. I was doing this with somebody just the other day, and they squeezed so tight, they peed in their pants. Okay. It's not funny, it was me.
Oh, that's not funny.
I want you to squeeze as tight as you can, Aaron. Really, really tight. Do you feel it? Do you feel the magic? Do you? Yeah. You're squeezing it too tight. Let's see what you've made. Open up your hands. What a mess. Look, ladies and gentlemen, the amazing falling paper. Aaron, I do not know how you did this, but you took the paper and you put it back together. And you put it back together into the shape of a beautiful blue hat that is, in fact, a perfect fit just like this. Would you like to continue to help? Thank you. Aaron, you don't have children yet? I suppose it's some children who perhaps forward to your future. I know I have children, and when I go on vacations, I'm always make sure that I have games for them to play with. That's a good tip that I'm giving you for the future. You know, occupy their time. And so I have some cards here, and if you would hold the hat. Thank you. I have a hat of my own. And I just want you to read these as I show them to you. Yes, out loud. No, that was my fault. Clue. Yeah. Speak up.
Monopoly.
Excellent.
Chess.
Yeah.
Trivial Pursuit. Star.
Now, did you see a pattern here? Games, yes. Board games, games that you might take along on a trip if you were on a vacation. Something to occupy the time. Aaron, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to shake these up, and I'm going to allow you to reach inside and draw one card. Now, make sure that you only draw one card, okay? Because they'll kind of stick together. Make sure you just get one card. I want you to hold it in your hand. In fact, cover your hand all the way around it so that there's no possible way I can see what's on that card, okay? And then, once you have one card and you've got it hidden from me, I want you to take it out of the hat and you can be seated, all right? Let me just shake it up a little bit more. Excellent. Reach inside. Take one out. Make sure that it's hidden from me. You got one. All right, and you can be seated. And Aaron, while you are being seated, what I would like for you to do is to choose two people at random. Now, I realize that you may not know everyone here in the room, so I'm going to ask you to choose two people that you don't know. And so this might be kind of easy. And since you may not know their name, just point to them and say, you. That's how I do it. And stand up. You don't have to come up here. You sit right where you are. Choose a male. And stand up. You don't have to come up here. Right where you are. Who is that?
John Henry. John Henry.
John Henry. And we have Alicia. You guys are going to help us because we are going to go on a magical vacation. Actually, see, I did it, not yet. Ashley?
Alicia.
Right. Alicia. You guys had such great memories. Alicia, I want you to choose where we are going to go on this magical vacation. Now, Alicia, can be anywhere in the known or unknown universe, I don't care, but just make sure you don't whisper it or murmur it to anybody. Okay? Someone might claim that I've read your lips or something like that. And so, I just want you to think about this place. Keep in mind we're all going with you in case that influences your decision. Anyway, you can be seated while you were thinking about that. John Henry, I tell you what, why don't you choose the kind of music we're going to be listening to on our magical vacation. Again, don't say anything whispered until I ask. But John Henry, keep it in the mainstream. Nothing like the Deaf Monkeys or I don't know what you listen to. Actually, it could be an artist, it could be a group, it could be a style of music, it could even be a single song. John Henry, you can be seated while you're thinking about that. And of course, Aaron has took me just a minute. I had to run through a Rolodex that I've already asked two people their names. It gets a little confusing in there. I want you have a card that has a game on there, represents the game that we're going to be playing. So ladies and gentlemen, this is what's going to happen. We're going to go on a magical vacation. I am, on the top three squares, going to write my predictions before these three individuals tell me their response. Alicia, have you decided? You haven't said anything to anybody, have you? And all I want you to do is to think about this location, this place where we are going, and send that thought to me now. Very good. The pistols helped. Very good. Alicia, in a loud voice, tell everybody where we are going. Tahiti. Did I spell it right?
Tahiti.
Who knows? I'm sure somebody does. John Henry, have you decided on the music? You haven't told anybody or whispered it or anything like that to anybody? Just send that thought to me now. All right, John Henry, in a really loud voice, tell the rest of them. Must be the parental influence. Just say. Aaron, have you looked at the card? You haven't, so you know what the game is? Is that right?